ancient mountain ranges stretch across the land like a living memory. Lousã, Açor and Estrela. Silent guardians of time and transformation. They are not just landscapes, they are thresholds of what human resilience can endure. Here, runners arrive not only to test their limits, but to discover who they become beyond them. They come seeking something, sometimes without even knowing what. There is doubt, there is fear, there is hope, there is the self we've always been, and the question of who we might become in the end of such a challenge. The support arrives not just from fellow runners, but mainly from the people of the villages. Their kindness is not a gesture, it is tradition. The night falls as you enter the Açor Mountains. The body begins to ask questions, and the mind doesn't always have the answers. This is a moment of solitude. Here you meet yourself in full, the parts you celebrate, the parts you'd rather outrun. Here you start to meet some of the changes you face. Little by little, you become another version of yourself. You just don't know yet. race goes through a territory full of history and natural landmarks. The Lousã Mountains is where you first face the magnificence of the Centro of Portugal. Each step carries the echo of ancient paths, stone roads, shepherd tracks, the veins of a living land. The runners move, but they do not disturb. They pass like whispers through history, tradition, and the joy of the people who support them. The rough terrain of the Açor Mountains arrived the second day, with its deep valleys and wind-exposed hills. Life here is unchanged. Streams carve their paths the same way they did 1,000 years ago. You start to see Estrela's peak, 2,000 meters above sea level, and it becomes your ultimate goal. Here the horizon opens, nature transforms to show its greatness, and in the distance everything looks at our feet. You will overcome thousands of meters of climbing and finally reach the peak, where all your wishes come true. But make no mistake, the descent to Saya will be one of the hardest you will ever do. One step at a time, you get closer to your goal, your new self, your achievement, and then it ends. A finish line not marked by triumph, but by transformation. You began with questions, you arrive with none. You left as one self, you return as another. The mountain remains as it was, untouched, undisturbed, but you will never be the same.